What's up, comic and pop culture fans? James with Hunter Comics here, and I just got a collection in for just $1,000 on the dot. Now, I put out an APB basically saying we're going to do a grand opening at the antique shop. Basically going to be a real comic book shop now, but I need some stuff. So this guy, I bought from him before, said he has some comics for me, and how it works is I pick what I want, and at the very end, he goes through everything. And he gives me a price. And the price I was thinking in my head was going to be higher. He said $1,000. So I did not have to even haggle, which is really unique and awesome. I think this is one of my better buys, honestly, of 2024 so far. So let's see. Everything is alphabetical, so you're going to get little bits of Image, Indie, Marvel, DC. You know how it goes. I'm going to start with all of these foreign comic books that I've got right here. I don't know how to price these. This will be really interesting, but they're pretty cool. So let's just get you started here. I've never seen these before. I love foreign books, but I don't see them too much in the States. People don't collect it too much over here, so it's fun to run into it when you can. I don't know who that is. Eldorado. Oh, here's a price guide. Cool. Look at this. I don't even remember some of the stuff that I picked up. All aboard Mr. Lincoln. That's pretty neat. It looks like we're already into the B's. No, not quite. First, Kate Kane, Batwoman. Not a ton of keys from the 52 line, but I was able to grab the ones that were. That's another one. Isis, and cover appearance there. Here we got the first Daughter of Wolverine. He's got to keep a lid on it. There's a few keys where he gets daughters. This is just a very popular Red Lantern book because of the Atrocitus cover. I do have an A-Force, #1, first appearance of A-Force. Look, there's a duplicate of that one. And it looks like I got the whole series. So the key is #1 from Age of Apocalypse, but I was able to get each last piece here. So I'll be selling that as a bundle. I also got the full run of Agents of Atlas. I won't show you each issue. First Jim Lee Interiors right there. Very nice. First appearance of The Rot, or The Red. Avengers Arena #1. I got a bunch of these A-Necks. There's a bunch of first appearances in there. Not wildly valuable, but yeah, there's a bunch of them. But good to have. New Avengers #1. All new, all different Avengers #1. Again, everything is alphabetical here, so you're going to get big stuff, you're going to get small stuff. It's all mixed in. $6.75. Death of Agatha Harkness. Some stuff for the antique shop. In fact, actually, all of this is for the antique shop. That's a big one. First reveal that Magneto is the father of the twins. Like I said, there will be bigger stuff mixed in. It's totally a mixed bag. I just got that one because I liked the Vision homage. We have 192. Ronin key right there. Another Vision key. Keeping it Avengers, and it looks like we are officially switching into the B's after this. Like this, first appearance of Badger. Couple of these first Balder the Brave limited series. My brain told me that this one's a key, even if it's not. It's a gorgeous Adam Hughes, so I'm glad I picked it up. Flashpoint Night of Vengeance right here is one of the keys from the Flashpoint run. We've got the first Arkham Knight. This still has some value, this Fortnite Batman book right there. I did get the issue 1000 of Detective Comics. This one obviously is the panoramic view one. This was intended to be the first full appearance of Punchline. It is the first cover appearance, but Hell Arisen 3 beat it by, I think, a couple weeks or a month. I always pick up Batman one-shots. Never hurts. Another 1000. A lot of fun issues in that book. If you've never read that, you can now. Small key there. First Onyx Adams. Actually, I have a few of those. Member of the League of Assassins. Here's the classic Brian Boland Batman versus the KKK cover. That value, keep an eye out for that book. That one is definitely going to surprise you. First appearance of Anarchy. Here we have the Toys R Us reprints of the first appearance of Robin. Just some other detective like 534. Here's another 1000. Always grab those up when I can. After all, they had a $10 price tag when they came out. Another one of these. Just some light Batman filler here. Batman Eternal. Some more of those one-shots. Hey, it's my favorite Robin story. This was an annual. It's actually the newsstand as well. This is year 1, Robin Annual number 4. Pick that up for a good read, guys. Another one of these. Some cool Bronze Age Riddler covers. I always pick up anything Nightfall, Night's End. $1 books, but they're fun. These I picked up, again, not just because they're Nightfall books, but because they were newsstands. Newsstands of these are quite popular, so that was a good buy. Then we have Batman Annual number 1 from the New 52, 409. I like this one. Nightfall Part 1, Newsstand. Killing Joke. I want to say it's the 6th printing. I'm not totally sure off the top of my head. Very nice. First Talon. One of these movie adaptations right there. Those are always fun. A little bit more of the one-shots and a little bit more of the newsy Nightfall stuff. This is Night's End, Part 8, Newsy. Here we have the Battle for a Three-Dimensional World. I love weird stuff like that, so that's perfect. I got a number of these first Ninjaks. I won't show you them all, but there's a bunch here. Oh my gosh, there's a ton. Okay, Blood Syndicate, number 1, and also a polybagged. Then we got a little bit of 10-cent Bugs Bunny. A little rough on the side, but that's okay. 10-cent Bugs Bunny. Who's going to complain? Our next short box is going to pick things up with some Simpsons. I put them in the B's for Bongo. Again, this is all going to the antique shop. With 13, got a bunch of those. Very nice. Watch out for these Books of Magic. Neil Gaiman, 1990 classic right there. And I actually got a few of them. So that's really spectacular. That value would surprise you. And I actually got one copy that actually is the first full 4 series. So I have 2 copies to sell and 1 full run to sell. Just an oddball 12 center. Buccaneers. First appearance of The Buzz. Cadillacs and dinosaurs. So we are on to the sea. Now I did just get some Bronze Age Cap. Why not? Cap is a slow mover for me for sure. But you know what? What the heck? I can't resist picking up Bronze Age. Can't resist. We have some more Captain America. I recognize it as a small key, but I couldn't exactly tell you what. Here's 261. 177. There we go. There's a key. First John Walker. And it's also, I not Isaiah Bradley. Oop, forget his name. Here is the classic, infamous, terrible cover, but that is actually the newsstand, so that's pretty cool. I always pick up the Cap Wolf series, putting together a full run of that. Old Kirby goodness with Captain Glory. Then we have Captain Jolly and his pirate crew. Yeah, look at that little tiny thing right there. Who knows? Mighty Captain Marvel, #1. I don't know if it was a key. I took a gamble, and it doesn't hurt to pick it up for as cheap as I got it. Cap Marvel 55. What's his first Big Mother or something like that? Notable key, and it's like the only key from that run. I did get a Marvel Spotlight #1, Captain Marvel. Picked up a couple of the smaller keys that I remembered from that particular volume. Solid $3 book all day right there. Catwoman #1. I also got a couple of the Catwoman Defiant one-shots. Why not? Did get some Comico checklists. So we got #3 and #4. 4 particularly has some nice value with that Grendel cover right there. So cool. I think this is the only Classics Illustrated I got. Never mind. So we got #7 and 29. Just 2 of them. I bought from this guy before. Usually he has a bunch of Classics Illustrated. Cloak and Dagger, that's the anniversary border variant. Not variant, anniversary border. Just some Bronze Age Conan. I'm trying to fill out my Conan spot at the antique shop because I have like one guy interested in Conan. And I never have it for him. So, Bud, if you're watching, I got it now. 53. Did get a Contest of Champions #1. Got a Crimson Dynamo #1. Just a pinch of Crisis. Why not? Never hurts to pick up some of the Crisis books there. Unfortunately, as you can see, that sticker is actually on the comic. I have rebagged and boarded everything in time for this video, and it is what it is. What are you going to do? The ones that are not, like this one and #9, they are actually like near minty fresh, which is awesome. So it'll be a blend. Daredevil 229, Daredevil's Mother Revealed. Let's see if I can remember what that is. Daredevil 58 from Volume 2. I can't quite remember, but I know it's something. Death of Karen Page. And here's the first appearance, or this one's the first appearance of Daredevil's Mother Revealed. First appearance of Max Bloodwolf. Looks like I got 2 of those, actually. A full run, it's a 3-part miniseries, and I got all of it, of Darkman. Always pick up miniseries when I can. I actually just picked this up at a flea market, so now I have 2. Fun. First appearance of Gen 13, Deathmate Black. And I did pick up some Defenders, going off of memory for stuff that I know is keys. With 36, 7, and I do have an annual #1 right there. Like that cover a lot. And this actually is one of my favorite books from the whole collection. Dick Tracy, 1939, folks. That is 4-color Volume 1, issue #8. That is pretty incredible. Honestly, I never thought I'd even have anything from Volume 1 4-color, so that's really cool, if you ask me. First appearance of Grail. I always pick up some Doctor Strange. Why not? Doctor Strange is actually a bestseller for me at my flea market. The antique shop, excuse me. First appearance of Dreadstar. Couple spine ticks, that's okay. Dynamic Classics #1 and newsstand. Second appearance of Eternals. Also have an Eternals #1 from the 80s, and the Neil Gaiman Eternals #1. And he had the full run. I should have grabbed it. I honestly don't know why I did it. First new Excalibur team. and Excalibur #1. Some of this is like, you know, $3, $4, $5 books, but it all helps. Sometimes that's all people's budget can really hold. Now I'm going to be pulling from this long box that I got as the backdrop. We have FF 175, High Evolutionary versus Galactus. 176, Impossible Man. Oh, got 2 of those. Cool. 177. I always try to pick up FF below 200 when I can. I do have a hard time moving stuff like after 250, I would say. So 100s works for me all day. 204, 214, 213, 22, 214, 215, 216, 246. Back to the 100s with 198. Is that a Whitman? It's got the blank. 203, 201, 199. I always grab Dr. Doom covers too. It's just a general good rule of thumb to do, guys. 289. I think it's a small key, which is why I grab it. I also still grab the foil stuff when I can, like that 387 there. I got a couple of these 391s. That is a small key. Another one of these foil 387s. And then the classic foil 375. Some people call that an ugly cover. I think it's, you know, it's classic. 399 foil. 400 foil. They were really going hard with it here. Fun fact about FF 500, that is actually the first comic book title with Marvel to get to 500. Giant Size Superstars. I believe that is the first giant size book right there. Classic Thing versus the Hulk as well. Valeria Von Doom key right there. 277. Awesome Mephisto cover. 280. 78. Another Dr. Doom with 318. I really rarely pick up anything over 300 unless I recognize it as a key or it's got Dr. Doom on the cover. So 330, that's one. Here's a bigger one. First Marvel Zombies. Ultimate FF 22. I also have the first cameo right here in 21. Now, my brain told me this was something. Marvel Previews. I just remember it with Ultimate Fantastic Four. I could be wrong. If it's nothing, it's okay. Fury of Firestorm, 23, small key there. And I have 2. One's a newsstand. A little bit of Flash Gordon for you from King Comics. Another one. 12 center. This one, I just grabbed it because it's so goofy. If you don't know, this folds out in a really weird way. It's the epitome of 90s goofiness, and it's crazy. It had a $4 price tag. People really paid up for that. I always grab G.I. Joe. I don't even know if they're keys, but G.I. Joe sells really well for me at the antique shop, so always good to have. Figured I'd just grab them. Some more of those. Some lighter keys here with Green Lantern, Black Canary, Cupid. First appearance of the new Speedy. Number 40. Now this is actually signed right there by Brad Meltzer, which is great. First, Mia Dearden, who becomes the next Speedy. Looks like I got another one of these signed books by Brad Meltzer. Got 2. First cover appearance of Onomatopoeia. Another signed Brad Meltzer copy. Another one of those. Very popular Green Arrow #1. People love that cover by Kevin Smith. Not the artist, but the story's Kevin Smith. Another Mia Dearden. And I got a bunch of these first ongoing series by Mike Grell Green Arrows. So we're into the G's now. This one's a signed copy by Brad Meltzer. So is this. Cool. Nice to get signed books in. Awesome Solomon Grundy cover. I really like that. Really cool cover here too, and the signed copy. And we have the Longbow Hunters #1. We have a Green Lantern one-shot, so now we're into Green Lantern. Man, I should know Green Lantern keys off the top of my head. I know this is one. Weird that I can't remember what that is actually called. I'm failing my Green Lantern knowledge here. First, Lamplighter. Newsstand first copy of the first appearance of Parallax. Very nice. Newsstand copy of the first Kyle Rayner becoming Green Lantern and first cover appearance. And just some other ones for the shop. Hey, look at this. Multi key here. First Larfleeze, Atrocitus, so much Saint Walker, Monk in cameos, Death of Anti-Monitor. The list goes on and on. Little Green Lantern 20. I think that's the first Star Sapphire core. First Dark Horse on Grendel. I have a Grimjack #1. And this is kind of neat. The Guardians of the Galaxy Prelude. So it was a 2-part series that kind of came with the movie. Some of those photo covers would surprise you how much they go for. Hardware #1. Quite a few of those, actually. Boom. 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 Oh man, it doesn't end. All right, I'm gonna have to take a break from showing you all those, but there's a bunch. This was kind of neat. Headlight, it's a Springfield Simpsons thing. I don't really know. Here's one of the first indie comics ever. Heroes Incorporated, 1969, really cool. I always grab #1s when I can. This is Homer the Happy Ghost, which really looks like a Casper knockoff, but maybe it's a Casper character. I don't really know. I grabbed #1s like this Hawkeye #1. This is a good #1, Wolverine Origin. It is overprinted, a lot of people have it, but it still has value. Howard the Duck always goes well at the antique shop, so I picked that up too. Second appearance of She-Hulk was in there. Oh, a couple more G.I. Joes slipped in. Heavy Hitters, The Trouble with Girls. That's that good girl cover art. Not my thing, but you know what? There's something for everybody. And that's a 4-part miniseries. I got it all. I always grab Sensational She-Hulk. That does well. Here's an awesome one. Hulk 161. Awesome Beast versus Hulk cover. And that's actually a particularly nice copy. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it graded. 205. I think, is that the one I got a bunch of? Yeah, weirdly, a bunch of copies of 205. I'm not even going to show you them all. 226. 308. First Professor Hulk. Scar Son of Hulk #2. Nice key. I always love these classic versus covers. Hulk versus Deadpool. And we have a totally awesome Hulk 15, which has some value as well. And we're into the eyes. So we've got Infinity Gauntlet. Looks like just #3. Unfortunately, the rest of it wasn't in there. That's okay. Infinity Inc. 34. It's actually one of the biggest keys from the entire run. #1. Death of Thanos. Infinity Wars Prime. Did get a little pinch of Invaders, and I mean a little pinch. That's actually the only one. Iron Man 96, 144, 126, 130, 132, 133, 135, and 36. Apologize if you hear my dog chewing on a bone in the background. 200. First Superior Iron Man. Invincible Iron Man. Adventures of the Jaguar, 12 center from Archie. The value on this book is shot, but I do have a Jupiter's Legacy #1. I still grab them up. They're not the $30 book they once were. They might actually be like $5 now. Justice League still sealed ash cans. So that's kind of neat. Justice League Europe #1. I know this next book isn't a key, but I love that cover. DC is always dark, you know, so it's nice to see a happy cover. First Justice League Detroit. Watch out for this one. That's got a nice value. First appearance of the Injustice League. Justice League Dark #1, 2, and 3 all have value. I just memorized that, so I saw #2 and I grabbed it. Got a bunch of these J2 #1s. I think that's the first appearance of the Son of Juggernaut. I got like 10 of those. I'm not going to show you them all. First appearance of the daughter of Wolverine, the other daughter of Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine was always doing that. #7 of Justice League. #1, but check it out. It's the combo pack version. That's actually got some value right there. Combo packs actually make up less than 1% of the surviving copies. So if you can find it, it's got a little boost in value. First appearance and cover appearance of Schism. This is like the second or third cameo before she's fully revealed of Jessica Cruz. Here's another one of the combo packs. One of the two was still sealed. They both look near mint though, so could be a submission maybe. Justice Society of America, I always grab the first 10 issues, especially this one right here, Cyclone. First appearance of the son of Plastic Man. Kitty Pryde, Wolverine, the keys are #1 and 5. If you can try to grab all 6 issues, do it, but when they're not there, try to grab 1 or 5. Legacy #1, first appearance of Amethyst. Another one of these Good Girl covers. This is the Lobos Spring Break Special. They definitely planned the placement of that barcode accurately. Blazing Chain of Love. Here's that classic one that got some heat because of the Loki show. And a Loki #1 and a Maestro #1. Here's some of the rarer Mage Matt Wagner Hero Discovered keys right here from Comico. Manhattan Project. #1, 2 variant covers. I think that's just an option series. First appearance of the Son of Cable. Man-Thing always does well at the shop too, so I always grab Man-Thing. First appearance, I don't remember of that one. Maybe it's the first appearance of Kane or first appearance of something in color. Don't totally remember. Here we go. First preview of Spider-Ham, but also the first preview of Beta Ray Bill. Next up, we have the official movie adaptation of The Mask. It is a 2-parter, but I only had 1 here. That's fine, especially since it's a newsstand. This one's a very popular cover. Masquerade #1. Giant Size Kung Fu #1. I love that cover. It's awesome. And it looks like I'll be able to do a Max pack for you guys because I got Max 1, 2, 3, and 4. This next book's a weird one to look out for. Commit this to memory. Miracle Man #9 shows a very, very graphic birth within the issues, and it's gotten some fame because of that. First son of Miracle Man. This is the first Neil Gaiman taking over. I actually got 2 of those. Miracle Man #17. And then we have, I'm not going to show you all of it, but I actually have a full run of the Tom King Mr. Miracle, which is really awesome. If you haven't read that, that's some of the best DC in the last 10 years. Marvel Premiere 32. This is actually the Pence version too, and newsstand. First appearance of Monarch Starstalker. Monsters Unleashed, first Kid Kaiju. I actually have both of those. Some Moon Knight Sienkiewicz covers. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but there you go. Here's a Mr. T and the T-Force with certificate of authenticity and signed by Mr. T. Why not? All right, now we're into the ends. When it comes to NAMM, all you need is 1 in 8 if you're hunting keys. New Mutants, 1 special. Decent key right there. Got a bunch of New Mutants here coming up. No, 98 is not in there. 13. Some of these are lighter keys, $3, $5, some are $12. So, a couple 17s. Wow, actually a bunch of 17s. I won't show you them all. 29. Quite a few of those as well. And I was on a time crunch, so I kind of went off of memory for what some of this stuff is. So there's number 50, Near Mint, Newsy, 60, 66. I believe I picked up all the small keys, basically, from the New Mutants run. 85, I think, is that the cameo, or is that the Todd and Rob Liefeld mashup? I forget. 91, got a couple of those. 95, getting right near the end of the run. Sunspot's second to last issue. And of course, the last issue. First appearance of X-Force. Got a Ninjak number 1, guys. I'm rich. Phoenix, The Untold Story, which actually does the uncensored version of the Saga of Phoenix, which is really cool. There's actually some new panels in there. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I got a ton of the first appearance of Pitt. All new, all different Marvel .1. I always grab this oddball sneak peek stuff if I can. A bunch of Prodigy number 1s, which is a Mark Millar option series. So you know what? Grab up Mark Millar number 1s when you find them, especially if you got them for cheap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of the first appearance of Lynn Michaels, the police officer who actually later becomes the Punisher. Very underrated key right there. John Romita Jr. Rune versus Venom. Sure. First appearance of Hades, Persephone, and a bunch of stuff going on in this one. Couple of these Heroic Age Secret Avengers number 1s. Speaking of Secret Avengers, I have Secret Invasion, Secret Origins. One of my favorite comic runs ever, that particular Shadow run. I have the omnibus of that. You should get it. Is good. First Dark Silver Surfer, newsstand. And then some of the classic covers with Thanos. This was a great run. It helps that they're all newsstand, too. Was this the first Nebula as an actual cyborg? 72. What the heck? That's a $3 book. Silver Sable, number 1. First appearance of Sleepwalker. First appearance of the Slingers. A little bit of Spawn. 15. Not super valuable stuff here, but what the heck. It'll go great in the bins. Number 50. 11. I might slip this next one in as like bonus books for my claim sales. Spectre number 5. It's actually one of my favorite comic books ever, from one of my favorite runs ever. I have several of those. I got a bunch of them. Glow in the Dark number 1. Wow, I really did get a lot of those. Amazing Fantasy, reprint of the first Spider-Man. Classic Venom cover there. This is the variant of Sensational Spider-Man 25. First appearance of Maddie Franklin. I don't know if that's anything. I might have grabbed that by accident. We'll see. I think I had Key Collector open and they even mentioned it. I grabbed it. Here's a sticker set of Spider-Mans. That's pretty cool. From the early 2000s, it looks like. A couple duplicates here. First Spider-Man as a black man, imagined from the point of view of a child. First appearance of Virus, not the virus you're thinking of. That's Peter Parker, 49. 52, classic clone stuff. Some more recent keys, that's really recent. 567. 648. 649. 682. 697. All these are very light and small keys. Here we got the first Sinister Syndicate that's all female. And then we got the classic Ultimates that you always want to find, like any of the Carnage and Venom stuff. There's not a lot of keys from that run, but grab up the Venom stuff. Also, grab the whole run. That's my favorite right there. Spectacular Spider-Man #1. And right back we go with the Ultimates. Classic Eric Larson Venom cover. Bunch of ASM 390s. I won't show them all. Bunch of Web 100s. I won't show them all. 597. Here's the first cover appearance of the Sinister Syndicate female version. Volume 2, 46. And I have the full Learning to Crawl Prelude stuff. There you go. All that. Harry Osborn key. We have Amazing Scarlet Spider #2. Newsy. That is a key. 538. There's another one of those Harry Osborns. First Evil Miles Morales. Surprised that book doesn't do a little bit more. Miles Morales Spider-Man #3. Superior #10. And 14. Looks like we're going to have a little Kraven's Last Hunt tie-in. Spider-Man 131. Spectacular. We do have an 800. I have a bunch of these Web of Spidey #90s, which is the first actual preview of Spider-Man 2099. Got a few of those too. Won't show them all. Giant size Spider-Man #2. Awesome. Classic versus Shang-Chi. Spider-Man Deadpool #1. Sensational #40 and 41. Speaking of Spider-Man Deadpool, I have the very last issue. I love this run, so I picked it up because of that. Get the trade paperback. It's worth it. Star-Lord Special Edition. Got a little value there. Star Slayer #5. It is a key. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I have 2. First appearance of Infinity Inc. was in there. It's like a $30 book there. What the heck, yeah. Star Wars #1, The Marvel, and #2. Star Wars #9, 73. There was also a Darth Vader #1 in there. That's got some value. First appearance of Static Newsstand. I like that, man. I like that. Nice. Kalu. Strange Tales 148. Very nice to get. First Rick Flag Sr. Did get a Suicide Squad #1. It does have some spine ticks. Oh well. I always like these weird sticker sets. People always throw them out. They're hard to find, so sure. Captain Marvel toy variant. Really nice Action Comics 10 center. 266. Classic Supergirl and the Super Pets cover right there. I really like that. Some 12 centers, like 321. Adventure Comics 375. First full appearance of Knockout and cover appearance. Love that book. I thought this was something. If my memory got it wrong, oh well. Classic story. Here we have the Radio Shack Superman special. Why not? Some Bronze Age soups. A bunch of these cut out Lobo fighting Superman covers. Not going to show you them all. I have a lot of them. And I picked these up because they are small keys, but also these were newsstands. So first, Clark cursing, Death of Cyborg Superman, classic flag cover newsy. Here's the first Batman Beyond in continuity. Oop, doesn't fit. Superman one-shot. Another Superman one-shot. Only grabbed one that I saw. Death of Superman still sealed. Again, more of the Doomsday keys and newsstand. So, heck yeah. Sometimes I just pick it up if it's an awesome cover like that Superman Swamp Thing. I did get some Lois Lane in there. 54. 81. 120. And a cover homage to Action 1. Second appearance of Silver Banshee, classic cover. Keep an eye out for that Tangent Superman #1. Pretty cool book. First, Blue Suit Superman, newsy. Did get some 12-cent Tarzan, bunch of it actually, as well as Korak, son of Tarzan. If it's 12-cent, I like picking this stuff up big time. Very nice. Okay. Again, all of this is for the antique shop. I might take a pinch of it to claim sales, but for the most part, I needed some stuff for the shop for the grand opening, so that's where it's going. First, Ultimate Nick Fury that actually resembles Sam Jackson. Savage Dragon and TMNT team up. First appearance of Vigilante. We're into the N's, or into the T's, excuse me. I saw New Teen Titans, thought it was N's. Do have some 12-center. That one's actually a key. There we go. First cover appearance of Terra. Got a couple. First cameo Vigilante. Some lighter keys. First Titans of Tomorrow. Looks like I got a bunch of those. There we go. Daughter of Deathstroke key. Did get some 2-in-1s. If it's Bronze Age, sure, I'll grab it. 2-in-1s sometimes sit for a while, but I can't resist. If I see it 20 or 25 cent, I gotta grab it. You know what I mean? Did get some Bronze Age Thor. Final issue of Thor right there. Cool. Some lighter keys. Earth Force 384. The Anniversary Edition. There's a nice and old one right there. Light key. First U.S. Avengers. Classic Venom v. Juggernaut. A bunch of these. First Death solo series. I'm not going to show you them all. A bunch of these Vertigo #1s that preview a lot of your favorite characters and stuff. That's a good one. Very affordable. Vision, Scarlet Witch #1. The only Letha Protector I had in there was #3. Did get the Michonne special. And a bunch of Walking Dead. Here, I gotta show you this. Walking Dead. 18, 26, 28. Key right there. Weird Wonder Tales. Here we have a Karen Gillan book that got picked up, so watch out for that. Wild Thing. Got the full series of that, actually. The classic Spider Cosmic cover. What If Captain America were revived today. I do have a What If #1, but it's pretty beat. And I have the Whiz Kids 80s computer special. That is totally out of time there. Did get some Wolverine Origins. Some of the keys from Wolverine. I've mentioned in a couple videos, but I am up to my eyeballs in Wolverine, so come to the antique shop and grab it off of me. I got a bunch. #12. Some of these are docking related keys, like this first full cover appearance. A couple of those. Deadpool Wolverine docking cover. A bunch of number 5s. Small key. Classic. Old Man Logan, number 1. And 31 is a key, and lucky for me, he had a ton of them. I think someone was speculating on that. I'm not even going to show you them all. Wow, this whole stack that I grabbed is that book. Classic Bullseye cover. Wonder Woman, I don't know if any of this is keys, but I did grab it because my antique shop has hardly any Wonder Woman. That's a classic right there. I do know that one. Great cover. That's 70s. That's super 70s. What a Life, number 1. 10 center. I don't know the year on it. X Factor, 25. X4 second Deadpool. A couple of these classic covers. Curse key, 2 of those. Another classic cover, Deadpool v Cable. Another one of those. X-Force number 1, first cover appearance of Forge, of which I have a couple of those. A couple X-Men keys. It's a good time to pick up X-Men right now, guys. X-Men 97 is extremely popular right now. 167. 189. You know what? This was a little rougher. I probably shouldn't have grabbed that, but I did get a 200, which is a very popular book right now. Even though I know it's not a key, 202. I've always loved that cover. First Marauders, 217, 232, 236. 2 copies of the first Jubilee. Here's the other one. Marvel making fun of DC's series right there. 253, 275, a ton of these 281s. Wow, a lot of 281s. Here's a 300, 305, 312. One of them's a newsstand. Very nice. Phalanx related keys. 17. First Ozymandias. X-Men 1, Peach Momoko. 423. We have some classic covers with 509. Couple X-Men Gold number 1s. Uncanny X-Men number 1. First appearance of Marrow. X-Men Prime. A bunch of those. Even more X-Men Gold number 1s. X-Men 200. Marriage of North Star. 150th anniversary. Toys R Us exclusive. 96 was in here. Nice. So it was 150. And I always grab X-Men number 1s. Why not? 37 and 8. Some more 8s. 32, 37. Here's a hot one. Morph key right there. I also have 199, 194, 162, 156, 154, 155. Exo Manowar number 1. A couple of these zombie number 1s. First appearance of Prophet. Young Justice number 1. And Marvel Zombies number 3. Number 1, it's actually not even over yet. I'm going to show you the treasury editions and magazines that I got from them. Well, for starters, I got a box of Batman and Superman magazines, some of which come with toys and stuff. I just don't have the proper bags and boards for that yet, but I'm working on it. Did get a bunch of Wizard magazines and such. Here's some of the treasury editions that I got. In different conditions, I might add. These are going to look good in the antique shop, I think. These are big, though. You kind of can't tell from the video, but they're big. Big, big, big. Giant Thor right there. Look, a reprint of Detective Comics. That's pretty cool. For Shazam. Holiday grab bag. Love these. There's a giant Dr. Doom. Another holiday grab bag. A little bit of Sensational Spider-Man. Another one, that same one of the Thor. This one's not quite as good. Some of them aren't even bagged and boarded. Well, they all have to be rebagged and boarded once I get the Treasury Edition size to get some Star Wars. These are the ones non-bagged and boarded were a little lower grade. The Conan's really nice though. I do like that. Conan always had the best art, dude. Conan 4. These things are huge. Dick Tracy. Bicentennial Superman. Man, I've had quite a few of these. And then a Batman. Again, if you were counting by now, we got to be well past 1,000. So he took care of me here, I think. Elvira #1 and Newsstand. That's awesome. This was one he just threw in, which was very appreciated. First appearance of Damian Wayne. Then we have the Bride of the Demon. And the hardcover actually predates the trade paperback, so this is really the first Damian Wayne right here. Then down here are those magazines I mentioned. Even more Batman, Superman, get your toy here. I can't wait to rebag and board all this stuff. It's going to look awesome in the antique shop. So, guys, this is a message out there. I am definitely buying. I need some big stuff. I am looking for some eye-grabbing stuff for the wall. We are about a few weeks away from the grand opening. I can't wait to see you there. Keep on hunting. Oh, and I forgot to rebag and board these. I have these off to the side. I have a gajillion copies of the first appearance of Black Panther's grandfather. The timing of this is excellent because they just dropped a video game, which he's going to be the main character, not current-day Black Panther. So the timing was pretty sweet on that. Make sure to come down to Sentiment Depot Antiques and Collectibles, where I'm set up with all of my comics, located at 238 West Delaware Ave, Pennington, New Jersey. Open every day except for Monday and Tuesday. Enjoy 10% off from Wednesday to Friday. See you there.